Hey everyone, I'm Trevor, and today we are at Disney California Adventure to bring you a rope drop video. Then we're gonna hop over to Disneyland and share with you our park hopper strategy. So let's get going. Good morning. This time we're at Disney California Adventure. And today we are gonna do the same exact thing that we did at Disneyland like 2 weeks ago. We're gonna start at Disney California Adventure, give ourselves 3 hours in this park doing a rope drop. We're gonna eat lunch, not count the lunchtime, and then we're gonna hop over to Disneyland and do 3 hours at Disneyland, and we're going to see what the strategy is, particularly when we hop, but rope drop's about to begin here at DCA. And it is 7:55 in the morning, 5 minutes to rope drop, and we are at the back of the line, which is fine, because most of these people are going to Radiator Springs Racers, and we are not. And as I mentioned, a good chunk of people are going to be heading straight for Radiator Springs Racers. That's where the large majority of people will be. Of course, there are other people like us who prefer to go to Pixar Pier. And I prefer Pixar Pier just because it's usually a quieter morning. And our goal, matching Disneyland, is to get 8 rides done in the first 3 hours. It is currently Monday, November 11th. Today is Veterans Day. So if you want to see the crowd levels on Veterans Day, check out this video for sure. A little bit of things that are different this time around than the Disneyland video. At the Disneyland video, it was a Sunday and it was pretty empty. It was like the first good day after fall break. Today being a holiday, maybe a bit busier, so we'll see how many rides we can get done. We always go first to Toy Story Midway Mania, but it is generally a toss-up, like 50-50, whether or not this ride is actually open at rope drop. It does appear to be so today. We lucked out. We just walked by Incredicoaster and it was not currently open, but they are running trains on the track, so it'll probably be open by the time we get done with Toy Story. James chose to ride with Amy. That means Benjamin is riding with me, and he chose row 7. Because he is 7 years old. And per usual, I will not be filming on this ride, but we'll catch you at the scoring zone. Okay, let's see how we go. 279, not my best, but pretty good. 54,000 for Benji. Best this hour, best today. All right, woohoo! That's because it's like 8:10 in the morning. With Toy Story Midway Mania down, we're coming straight over to Incredicoaster. It is open now. Benjamin just informed me he saw people on it. Yep, it says it's a 10-minute wait. Right now, I'm currently in the process of posting some community posts. Yesterday, I came up with the idea of running our food today. You guys pick everything. And pay attention to our community posts because that's where you're going to make those selections. Of course, by the time this video comes out, that will already be done and passed. But what I mean is pay attention to the community posts for things like this in the future. We ended up in the back row. Well, James picked the back row. We got 11 and 12, and he's like, I want 12. Back row. Say it with me. Back row. At 8:30 a.m., they were only operating one side of the Incredicoaster. So it is going a little bit slower because of that. But remember, it's a Monday. That might have something to do with it too. James really wanted to come ride the, I was going to call it the Death Wheel, because that's what he just called it. It's the Death Wheel. Pixar Pal Around. It's a 5-minute wait, and there's like hardly anybody on it. There's tons of empty gondolas. But Amy and Benjamin really don't like that ride. We did it in our last rope drop and park hopper video, so we're gonna try to do some different rides here this morning. And that means that I think we're gonna come over here to Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind because we haven't actually ridden this ride in quite a while. This is one of those rides that if you come over to it after hopping time has like a 30-minute wait on average, and I just am not really willing to wait more than 10 to 15 for it personally, so we've got to do it in the morning. Ah, such peaceful music. There goes Incredicoaster. They said keep an eye on your little ones. They're super important. Do you think they're super important?
Mm-hmm. I don't think they are.
I care if you fall off.
I'm sure everything will be totally...
As long as there's no spinning, I'm sure we'll be totally good. That's what, the frazzled guy. What's the frazzled guy's name?
You're on your own.
There?
Fear. There you go, Fear. Yeah. That's what Fear said. He didn't want spinning. No, he's spinning. Why are we spinning? Woo!
Spinning gives me a funny feeling.
Woo! Come on, let me hear ya. Woo! Are we coming down already?
Now, please stay in your seats until your memory mover comes to a complete stop.
We're just going in order here this morning. The next ride around the loop of the area is Silly Symphony Swings, and Benjamin, since he's 7 years old, can ride, 7 years old and 48 inches, can ride all by himself. No more tandem swings. So he just loves this ride so much now. We may easily get 8 rides done this morning because a lot of the rides here in Pixar Pier and Paradise Gardens Park are really low weights, like non-existent weights at rope drop. I mean, check this out, okay? This is the line. Nobody, just us. Look how many empty seats there are too. Oh, I can't play this. The music will ding the video. Everyone look here. We all got single seats. Woohoo! You excited, Benji?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, another ride we won't be filming actually on. We're just doing a lot of rides that are hard to film. Though it's not officially Christmas yet, it's Monday, November 11th, and Christmas starts on Friday, November 15th here at Disneyland. Amy has brought her brand new Christmas Loungefly that I bought for her, early Christmas present. Yeah, so she can enjoy it. And that's one of the new merchandise lines. If you haven't watched my merchandise videos, you can see all of the new Christmas merchandise that has arrived at Disneyland for the holiday season. Goofy's Sky School not currently open at the moment, much to Mommy's delight. But we are gonna go jump, jump jelly. Another ride where we're the only people in the queue space waiting to get on. Here we go. Time to go jump, jump jelly. Huh? I think so. I think we're the only ones on the ride. If you didn't know, Jumpin' Jellyfish is Little Mermaid themed because Sebastian says, "Jumpin' Jellyfish." Jumpin' Jellyfish. Woohoo! Jump, jump, jelly. You want my hand? Benji wants to hold my hand. I feel special. As he gets older, he doesn't want to hold my hand much anymore.
I didn't even hold my mommy's hand on the Incredicoaster.
Yeah, you didn't hold Mommy's hand on Incredicoaster? You're so brave. So big and brave. This is such a wonderful view. I love the view from up here. Oh, we're coming down already. And much to Amy's dismay, Goofy's Sky School is opened now. I mean, she could sit it out if she really wants to. It is 9 a.m. on the dot right now, just so you know. And we have ridden 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rides already, and this will be number 6. Of course, when we rode 8 rides at Disneyland, they were all very big rides. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Indiana Jones, Rise of the Resistance, you know, stuff like that, Matterhorn. And these are all really, really little rides. But we're having a blast, basically owning this side of the park this morning. This is yet another ride that I cannot film on, however, so sorry. They're currently adding more vehicles to the track because we're just stopped at the moment waiting. It was like, yeah, we're just sitting here as they're adding some more vehicles to the track, which is really interesting. You can see the arm, like the grabber there, reacher going out and grabbing a vehicle and then bringing it back over. Okay, it's gonna bring another one. Yep, there it is, sliding it into place.
Oh, that was tough.
Next up, we're gonna go do the Zephyr, the Golden Zephyr. Benji's gonna ride with me again. I think it was probably James's turn, but we haven't really been paying attention this morning. We took the front row of the Zephyr here. Not that they're really needed or anything, but the front row is the only one with like a little handle grips here, right here in the front row. They need some music on this ride. I think that would make it a little better. If they put some music on this ride.
Wave.
We're on our way back to the front of the park to drop off our jackets because it's getting warm enough to get rid of them now. And we're gonna swing by Soarin on the way, but they always love Big Al here because our magic bands, show your magic band. There you go, yep, got a magic band. They set off Big Al and he can talk and things. Crazy people riding Grizzly River Run. Crazy people. It's like 60 degrees right now. Speaking of, looking ahead to the forecast, first day of Christmas, November 15th. In times past, in years past, there have been days where it's been like 90 degrees on the first day of Christmas. Didn't feel like Christmas at all. This year, it's going to be a high of 65 degrees, and that's the day that Tiana's opens. A high of 65 degrees on the day that Tiana's opens to the public. They really should have opened that earlier. Soarin over, I was going to say over California. That's not until Food and Wine. Soarin around the world is currently a 15-minute wait at approximately 9:30 in the morning. And we got put in the second, I don't know what you call it, but so even James isn't tall enough to be above the little height indicator here. I don't know if you can see the little height indicator. So both of the boys still have to put their seatbelts through the loop of the seat. Truthfully, Amy's barely above the height indicator on the seats. 9:53 a.m. We have 8 rides down, dropped off our jackets. I even changed. I wore jeans this morning because it was 45 degrees when we left the house. So I wore jeans this morning, switched out of those. I'm into shorts now. Really comfy clothes for the rest of the day. Hopefully won't have to switch back into jeans before we leave. We'll see. Now we're headed towards Carsland. There are a couple of rides that we want to knock out in that area. Seasons Speedings. They already have the little snowman car out front here. There he is. There he is. Before we enjoy Carsland, though, we decided to come over to the bakery tour to get a small snack, a free snack. I love the little bread samples. They're so great. Next up on our list, we are going to go as Single Rider Radiator Springs Racers. This is just how we choose to ride this ride for the most amount of efficiency. Now, perhaps you might be thinking, why didn't you rope drop this attraction? Well, because we're gonna single rider it anyway. We could have rope dropped it single rider and there'd have probably been no line and we could have gotten right on. But we feel that it's better to prioritize Pixar Pier, specifically Toy Story Midway Mania and Incredicoaster first thing in the morning, because single rider doesn't really get too long later on. Now, if you can't single rider, in order to single rider, everybody in your party needs to be a minimum of 7 years old. And then you have to be okay with your party splitting up. If you are not willing to do that, then Rope Drop is your best bet for that ride. It really doesn't get much lower later on at any point during the day. It's not like Rise of the Resistance that consistently is lower around 9 to 10 a.m. compared to Rope Drop, although it is lower right now. Standby wait time is just 50 minutes, where we saw it at 90 just shortly after Rope Drop. The thing is that I can't consistently tell you that that will be the case with this ride, whereas with Rise of the Resistance, it is pretty consistent. So I can't quite share the same tip, but it might happen. It might. You just got to keep an eye on things. If you are worried or if you are concerned, definitely Rope Drop is going to be faster for this attraction. Of course, the strategy with a Rope Drop is to show up early when the park gates get open as well. If you're at the front of the Rope Drop line, you're going to be off this thing in less than 10 minutes. We're always at the back of the Rope Drop line, as you saw this morning, and it's usually about 35 for us when we do that. While we have been standing in the single rider line, I have been placing a mobile order for the food that I recommended, or I mentioned earlier, that you guys recommended to us. So I'm going to be riding with John. He holds the record for the most number of times on this ride. 14,000, that's awesome.
Just follow Mater into town to get ready.
Mater! Howdy! Here for the big race, huh? It's gonna be fun! Whoa!
Incoming. Probably just a bad spark plug, hippie. Welcome to Race Day. Now you have the chance to make this the most glorious race of your life. To the front. Come on, go.
Well, Benjamin and James ended up in the same ride vehicle, and Amy was in the one opposite them, racing them, and Amy won.
I won.
And I lost, as well as Benjamin and James lost. So we have one winner amongst our family. As far as John goes, I was doing some math. Now, I'm not exactly sure how many times he rides in a day. I've heard of him before, and I feel like the number is somewhere in the 30, because if you do single rider all day, it's like 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. You can get a ride, like 4 ride-throughs done in a day, and he pretty much just rides it constantly. I did the math. It's been open for 12 and a half years, and at 14,415 ride-throughs. He does approximately, he visits about once a month. That's the way that the math works out. That's coming, riding that ride every day, or rather all day long, once a month, to get to those numbers since it's been open. Might be skewed because it was closed for like 14 months during COVID.
This isn't just any ride on California Adventure's Radiator Springs Racers. This is a milestone for John Hale.
The whole 10,000 took 5 years, 5 months, and 3 days.
Hale set his sights on 10,000 after a personal transformation. After a gastric bypass surgery and 2 knee replacements, he lost 150 pounds. He celebrated by getting on the ride.
When I came on preview day, I was like, am I going to be able to bend my knees to get that back row? I did, and that's when I kind of fell in love.
Since then, he's come to the park 760 days in the last 5 years to get on his favorite attraction. Each time, he keeps track of what color his car is and if he wins or loses. His determination is something he knows his late father would be proud of.
So we are going to film a food video now. We're over here at Pim Test Kitchen. So we're doing lunch. It's about 10:40. Stopped a couple of minutes early. Only ended up doing 9 rides over here despite the really awesome morning. I started to do some slower, bigger rides, but we did get at least 4, actually 5 major rides in. What do we do? Incredicoaster, Toy Story Midway Mania, Goofy Sky School, Soarin, and Radiator Springs Racers. So 5 of the 9 were actually fairly big rides. So pretty good morning, even though we only did the 9. We could have gone all the way to 11, but we just thought we would get lunch now. So we're doing lunch a tad early. It's like I said, it's about 10:40. And we're gonna film the food video. It's a separate video. You guys can be on the lookout for it. What is it? It's where, I think maybe I mentioned it, but it's where you guys picked everything that we're eating today. If you are enjoying this video and finding it helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. And if you want to save money on your next Disneyland vacation, call my friends at Getaway today and tell them that SoCal Disney Dad sent you. Or click the link down in the description and use my coupon code to save on their already discounted packages. It's hopping time, and wow, look at that long line to come into DCA. Crazy. We're gonna hop over here to Disneyland. It's 11:25 a.m. So we're gonna extend the video just like we did the last one. We're gonna go until 2:30 p.m. with this challenge. 3 hours over at Disneyland. It is quite a bit more crowded over here at Disneyland. It's actually quite a bit more crowded than the last 4 visits to Disneyland I've taken. So it's definitely a holiday, and it's getting closer to Christmas time. There's a nice little sort of gap over here, so it doesn't look so bad, but Main Street was pretty congested. The lowest wait in the park right now is Autopia at 15 minutes, as well as Pinocchio's Daring Journey, also 15 minutes. But, things aren't terrible. Rise of the Resistance is only 60. But Smuggler's Run is 60, Space Mountain is 50, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is 45, Roger Rabbit's 45. So it's moderate, but I don't think we're gonna have as good of an afternoon as we did in our last park hopping video. I'm expecting to wait about 30 minutes per ride. And of course we gotta walk between rides. So my guess is we're gonna get 4 or 5 rides done, not the 7 that we did last time when we hopped over to DCA. Initially, we were thinking Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters at 25 minutes, but the line looks quite a bit longer than 25 whenever we saw the extended queue. It always seems to be that way with Buzz. Buzz is usually the wrong direction, the direction you don't want it to be wrong. So we're gonna switch and go to Autopia now instead.
It could be 25 because there's no lightning lanes.
That's a very good point, James. If there's no lightning lanes, it might move pretty quickly. What do you want to do?
Autopia.
Okay.
I'm going to Autopia too.
Okay. The name of the game when you're park hopping is just to go with the flow. Take a look at the app and just go where you're comfortable going. Go where you're comfortable waiting. No real strategy. And it's going to be highly dependent upon the day and the wait times of the day when you come. So the wait time outside the ride says 10 minutes at the moment. It does not look like a 10-minute wait, but it could be because I think they're running all 4 lanes. They are, which means it's going to go really fast. And we got another red card. This is like the second time in 2 or 3 weeks we got another red card. What are these red cards? They are ways that they judge the wait times. They scan this card at the entrance whenever you get in line, and then whenever you get to the end, they'll take this card, they'll scan it again, and then it tells them how long that this, was between scans for this card, which is basically how long you waited. And it helps them adjust the wait times on the app. So Amy and Benjamin got put on orange 6, and James and I are gonna be on green 6. And the cast member told us whoever leaves first, just go out there and then stop and wait for the other person, and then we can ride side by side and race each other. I thought that was really neat. And the reason we can do that is because we're in the very back car. And I thought that Amy would be the first one to leave, but we actually left before her. So let's get out here a little bit, and then we'll stop and wait for her. There they are. All right, let's go. Oh no, they're pulling away. They're pulling away. I'm catching up. I'm catching up. Oh no, they're pulling away again.
No, we're catching up.
We're catching up tied. We're even, dead even right now. We do have the same color car. That's fun. Oh, they're pulling away. They're pulling away. Oh no! Oh no! They got a big lead. A really big lead. We're going the wrong way. Where are we going? Over here. Where are we going? Oh no! Oh, they got a really big lead now.
They might win.
Oh, they're so far ahead of us. We're catching up, but not because of our side being shorter now, but because that red car in front of them keeps like stopping and they have to not bump. So we're getting close now. We're catching up. Maybe we can make up some ground here. Maybe we can make up some ground. Yep, we're making up some ground. There we go. Oh, we're passing them. We're passing them. Ah! Their car must be faster than ours or something. Every time. Oh yeah. All right, right guy, help out. All right. Oh, it's getting close. It's getting close. Oh, it's getting close. Nope, they won. They passed. Ah. And despite Amy being so far ahead there at the end, we actually got off before her. She and Benjamin are walking down this way right now. We're already at the top of the bridge here. We beat you!
We tied actually.
We got off before you!
But we tied.
Okay. That was probably the most fun I have ever had on Autopia. I should have paid attention to the name of the cast member because that was worthy of a cast compliment.
That was fun.
It was
planned that so we could get, because I was like, wait, why is he sending us on opposite colors?
Two different lanes. That was so good. I loved that. I had a blast. You also managed to book Haunted Mansion boarding group while you were on. What did we get?
141.
141. Ouch.
Yeah.
We couldn't do it until the 12 o'clock drop, so I guess we'll see what happens.
They're at like 80 something right now.
You know, I mean, 80 something, maybe not too bad. I'm gonna say it'll be our luck. It'd be like 10 o'clock at night and we're sitting at home.
We've had that before.
Yeah. Now we're decided to come back here to the Disneyland Railroad in Tomorrowland. We have not ridden the railroad in a while because it was closed for several months. There are quite a few people back here already. Hopefully, I mean, not a lot of people generally get off at this one. It's probably not the station that I would have chosen to board at, but we're here. Well, we did make it on, but I feel like just barely. There was maybe like one or two more groups after us. I really like your bag, by the way. Mm-hmm. Doesn't that look great?
It's very Christmassy. I like Christmas.
Main Street Station.
So you reached the bottom of the stairs. Thank you everyone for choosing the Disneyland Railroad.
When it comes to sweetness, the inhabitants of the land we're passing over are the bee's knees. Here in Bayou Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Louis the Alligator, and other beloved critters on their fun-filled adventures. I can see.
Here's a look, well, very quick look at the new stage for Fantasyland Theater. New Christmas theme, obviously, going back there. So I came all the way down to the end here so that you could get a better look at this. This is, I guess, the new show that they're going to be putting in here for Christmas. We've got quite a lot of new sets coming in. being built, being established. Next up, the kids decided that they wanted to go do single rider on a Matterhorn. Are you excited?
Yeah!
Well, the single rider line is all the way out to here. And that's pretty long for a single rider. For this attraction, single rider does not work that well. If there would have been like just a full inside, ride queue, that'd be fine. But sticking out of the attraction all the way back here, I mean, that's probably, I bet you that's longer than waiting standby. So we're gonna come over to Fantasyland. Last I checked, a lot of the main rides were like 15 minutes. That was about 15 minutes ago, so we'll see if they've gone up or not. We'll do either like Mr. Toad's, Pinocchio's, or Snow White's, one of those three. Well, we're gonna come to Pinocchio's Daring Journey because it looks like Snow White's Enchanted Wish might have broken. And so, I mean, the line's longer over here than I would expect, but that's just because people can't go to Snow White.
It is busy now, but this is what I expected because there were all the past levels were available to come today. No,
and it's a holiday.
And it's a holiday. No school for most of the kids, so.
It's okay. I said that I expected we'd probably only get like 4 or 5 rides then over here at Disneyland. This is going to be number 3. Here we go! Off to Pinocchio Land.
You are making lots of money. Be careful.
Snow White's Enchanted Wish opened back up, at least according to the Disneyland app, and the line does look a little bit shorter. There was still a line over here while it was broken, but we saw people leaving it, so they didn't evacuate it, but it definitely was closed earlier, open again now. Here's Snow White's Tower Chamber Room thing, I guess. It is 1:30 in the afternoon. We did have to take a small break earlier for a bathroom break that delayed a few things. But 1:30 and we're about to get on ride number 4 at Disneyland after hopping. We are currently walking to Star Wars Rise of the Resistance because it's posted at a 30-minute wait at like 1:45 in the afternoon, which seems pretty crazy to me. So we're gonna see. But as I'm walking, I want to pose a question to you guys. I need to put this in a YouTube community post poll as well, but now's a good time to just bring it up and ask your opinion. We're trying to plan our big family vacation for next year. Last year we did Aulani. This year we did Walt Disney World. Next year we were planning on Disneyland Paris. But as we started pricing things out, it was just very expensive with plane tickets and things to go out to Paris. And we would be spending some time in London to see family members as well. But it was just like $10,000 to $12,000 for everything that we were starting to plan out. Just the plane tickets to get out there alone were going to cost us like $5,000 with baggage fees and things, and it was going to be a lot of money. And so we started thinking, like, maybe we should just go back to Hawaii. We really love Hawaii. We want to go back to Aulani again, maybe spend some more time there. We could spend some more time at Aulani, spend some more time in Hawaii in general, and it would be cheaper for us than going all the way to Paris. Additionally, with Paris, the Walt Disney Studios park is like half open at the moment. It's like, you know, it's having a lot of work done to it. So it's like, maybe if we waited a year, that would be open and it would just be better for us overall. So we want your opinion. What do you think we should do? Should we wait to go to Paris when we can see more open and just go to Aulani this year? Or should we go to Paris anyway and just deal with it? I'm curious as to what your thoughts are.
Incoming transmission from Ray.
We are at the Ray Room after about 30 to 35 minutes, so it's going to be like 45 to 50.
The ship is now under command of the first order. Report for interrogation immediately. Cut out.
Proceed down the hallway. Utilize both sides.
You're needed on the bridge.
Keep the prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
Tell them it's a prisoner transfer.
A
probe droid. You're lucky it didn't spot you. Find an alternate route. Who picked these two droids anyway?
Attention block breach. Prisoners not seen on level T.
The line is definitely quite a bit longer now. It shot up to 45 shortly after we got in line. So
It's 75 now.
it's 75 now? Wow. 45 was probably what we ended up waiting.
Yeah, we got off at 50.
We got off at 50? Okay, so that means we got on at 45. So yeah, the time went up about 5 minutes into the line for us. So that was indeed what we ended up waiting, was 45, 75 now. Yeah, when it was 30, I was like, I don't think it's going to be 30 for very long. Well, it is 2:40 in the afternoon now, past the time for this challenge. 3 hours, three hours in the morning, 3 hours in the afternoon. We did 5 rides over here and we ended with Rise of the Resistance. So overall we did 14 rides in this video. We did 15 last time in the same amount of time, and it was a much lighter weekend. So I felt like we did a pretty good job here today in this video. What do you guys think? And that's it for our time here today at Disneyland, giving you a rope drop video starting over at DCA and then park hopping over here to Disneyland. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on the way out. Got questions? Drop them in the comments below. I'm always happy to answer them. Click this video to keep watching. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.